Hello everyone, good evening, and I welcome you all to the session. So I'm Leela from ExcelR Solutions, and I would like to give you a brief introduction regarding our ExcelR dashboard and how you can access it and where you can find the recorded materials and everything. Okay, so I'll quickly share my screen. And also I believe we would have given you the access to our LMS dashboard, so you can find the courses in it, and I'll show you all the things where you can find and where you can access these courses in your LMS. Okay, so I'm start sharing my screen. So yeah, um you would have received one email from online learning at the rate excelr.com to set your password. So once you receive this email from us, you would need to set your password using this link. Okay, when you click on this link, you would be seeing this dialog box to set your password. So you have to set your password by your own and you have to confirm it. So once you are done with setting your password, okay, you can see the login page as like this. Okay, the page would be visible like this to you. Log into ExcelR. So we would request you to give your registered email ID and the password which you have set using the link which received in your mail. Okay, so I'll also show you how to log in. Okay, so this is the login page where you need to, yeah, onlinelearning.excelr.com. Okay, once you log into this, when you have set your password, you would be seeing this page. Okay, so when you click on sign in, give your registered password as like this. Okay, and the password you have set. Once you mention all your credentials, that is password and the mail, you would be redirected to this dashboard where you can find the courses which you have enrolled for. So you might have two course access in your dashboard. One is data analytics program and the second one is artificial intelligence EDL program. So as I can see here, you also will be seeing the same dialog box, and also from here you can attend the session every day. Under the today's session tab, you can see the daily agenda, like daily wise schedule. For suppose today AI EDL program day one, you would be seeing from your dashboard, and you can join the session directly from here. When you click on this join meeting, you would be redirected to Zoom platform and you can view the recorded you can join the session directly. Okay, and also you can join the session using the second way. I'll show you that as well. When you go and click on this artificial intelligence serial program tab, when you click on this arrow, you can see this page. Okay, so this is the classroom which you have been given the access. So when you click on the start, you can see the content wise information on the left hand side. So actually we informed you to submit your attendance on daily basis. Whenever you attend this session, the you have to submit your attendance in order to get your participation certificate. Okay, so every day in between 8:30 to 9:30, the attendance link is active. You can find this forum in it directly from your dashboard. When it is time, like when it is 8:30, you have to go to for this attendance link tab, and you would be seeing one forum here, and then you have to submit your attendance. Okay, okay, team. So if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Um, Team, is it with everyone? My screen is visible or not? Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. Okay, so yeah, you have to submit your attendance in the tab attendance link. Okay. On the second tab, you see the recorded sessions and the materials of AI EDL program. Every day, we will be sending you, like we will be uploading the materials which are going to be discussed by our mentor. Okay. So in this tab, you see the recorded session by next day, and also the material will be uploaded here. You can find the material as well below that. Okay, this is for today's material. So I'll again show you where you can find this content exactly. This is the exact dashboard view, team. Okay, when you click on artificial intelligence EDL program, you would be seeing this page. When you click on this start, you can submit your attendance from the first tab, and for the second tab, you would be seeing the first day material and the video blog. Okay. So if you want to refer the recorded sessions after every session, you can visit this dashboard and you can see the recorded sessions from here. Okay. So as I said earlier, you can join the session using today's session tab, and also from this classroom, when you go to this meet tab, you can find the schedule as well. Okay. See here, you can see this join meeting tab, right? So when you click on this, you will be redirected to the Zoom platform and you can attend the session. And in the notice board, whenever we upload any content relevant to this artificial intelligence program, you will be notified in this particular notice board tab. Okay. And also in future, once we are done with our curriculum, we will be sending you the assignments material as well. We will upload the assignments material in this tab. We will notify you with the same. Okay. Any questions, team? Actually, these materials are for your reference. You can visit the dashboard and you can refer them, but you cannot download. Okay. So team, if you have any further questions, you can reach out to edl@excelr.com. We will there and we will there to assist you. Okay. Without any further delay, I will hand over this session to the mentor. Yeah. So I see few queries in the chat window. Somebody has asked for the assessment. Okay. So once we are done with our curriculum part, once we are done with our lectures, we will be uploading assignments in the curriculum tab, and you can download those assignments and you can practice accordingly. There is no such limit. You would be given lifetime access for this dashboard. When the time is 8:30, like at exact 8:30, the link is active. You have to go to this attendance link tab from your curriculum and you have to submit your response. Yes. After 40 hours class, it will be accessed by you. As I said, it is for lifetime. You can refer these recordings and materials anytime. There is no such limit. Okay, so if anybody is requesting for the access, if anyone say that you did not receive the access from us, please reach out to edl@excelr.com. We will give you the access. Yeah. Thank you, team. Thanks for your time and happy learning. Yeah. Thank you, John, for your time, and over to you.
Thanks, Leela. That was a good explanation. Great. So welcome back to day 2 of this everyday learning program with ExcelR. So before I get into it, is my voice is loud and clear? Once confirm everyone. Hi Sakshi, good evening. Hi Lilavati. Hi Shruti, Abdul, Saki, Hannes, Nilay, Saishri. Great. Nilay, wonderful. Abdul, wonderful. So loud and clear. Great, Jagdish. So let us get started then. So today we are going to again, I think, How many of you did not get this link to join yesterday? Because I got the update from the team that most of you have faced this
Good evening, all. This is Mukesh from ExcelR. So there is some technical glitch from the trainer side. Please wait for 5 minutes. He'll be joining soon. Thank you.
Hey, hi everyone. Sorry, is my voice is clear now? All right. Sorry, my Wi-Fi got interrupted. Suddenly, I think there is a Wi-Fi issues here. Try to connect with hotspot. In case if there is any voice issues, Hi everyone. Sorry, is it clear now? Yes, Parmar, there is not audio issues. There is Wi-Fi connection issues here. Suddenly I'm facing it. Is my voice is loud and clear? Once confirm me. I hope it should be fine now. Pranav, yes. It's audible now, Pavani. Clear. Sorry, there is a sudden Wi-Fi drop here. Hope it should be. It shouldn't be a problem from now onwards. All right. Thanks, Nalai. Fine. So let us get into today's session. So today we are going to again. I was asking this question. I think how many of you were not able to join yesterday's call due to some technical issues? Can I get me? If you're not able to join in, you can just give me on the chat box so that I'll get to understand that. Accordingly, we can take the session. So okay, Aman, Jyoti. Okay. Oh, Abhishek, Aditya, Adnan. All right. Okay. Manohar, Divya. Okay, I'm able to see most of you were not able to join. So let us do one thing. I think if you have joined yesterday's call, maybe today's session again, it is going to be a recap for you all right. If you haven't joined, it is going to be a totally a new session for you, and if you have joined already, maybe you can stay on call. We will be again starting from the beginning because of some technical issues from the back end of not the link has not been forwarded to few of the learners. So what we are planning is we are planning to again extend one more day, because today again we are going to get into the topics what we learned yesterday. We are going to start from the beginning and we are going to do that. All right. Hope that should be fine. All right, Manohar. Fine. So let us get started. I think now you all got to understand from where you have to get the recordings, from where you have to get the materials, everything. Is that clear? Fine. And if you are attending the session for the very first time, let me introduce about myself. My name is John Gabriel, as you all can see in the participant's name. So, and I've been into this data intelligence for many years. Luckily, with ExcelR, it's been like more than 1 year. And in my previous company, when I was working with colleagues, we got together and we have written a book in the name of data investigation. You can find it on Amazon Kindle, which has become one of the best sellers over there. And in my free time, I used to do some podcast, which I used to release it in my Instagram profile. Oops. Again, my voice. Is my voice is clear again, Sakshi? It's clear now? Okay. Sorry if there is a audio issues. Just try to connect with mobile hotspot. Was lagging in between. Now it's clear. Okay. Fine, let's get into today's topic. So that's all about me in short. So maybe you can find me in the LinkedIn profile. You can just reach me out. All right, Jyoti. And I could understand here most of you are from engineering background and few faculties also joined in this call. So what is the major deliverable of this 20 days of program is nothing but voice is buffering. 1 minute. All right, Manohar. Just give me 3 minutes time. No, sorry, voice is clear. Okay. Maybe if my voice, if it is not clear, Arfat, I think others are saying it is clear. Just try once rejoining the meeting. It should be great now. All right. So what is the, let me just continue this. So what I was just saying is nothing but the major deliverable of this training program is nothing but it is a 20 days of everyday learning. So we call it as an EDL, Everyday Learning Program. So with respect to this 20 days of program, so here you will be getting an idea of how to, why we are preferring this Python programming languages, what are all the different automations happening with respect to this artificial intelligence. The name itself, it says it is an artificial intelligence. So what is this artificial intelligence is all about? You will be, all right, Ganesh, thanks. Thank you so much. So what is this artificial intelligence is all about? You will be getting a good understanding about that. And with respect to this artificial intelligence, what businesses are trying to do with that artificial intelligence, we will be knowing that. And a few projects also we are going to work on call so that you will be getting an idea. So this 20 days of program, even 20 days, it's not at all sufficient to complete the total artificial intelligence topics. But here ExcelR is here to give you an idea. It's a free learning. So from the very basics of Python programming, we are going to get started, and I will be showing you the agenda of this 20 days of program. So this is all about it. So, but with respect to this 20 days of program, can I start working in any project? Yes, you can start, but you will be getting this participation certification and everything. But in case if you're enrolling with ExcelR, so everything from zero, ExcelR is going to take care of you with respect to assignments. In case I will be giving you some daily tasks to work on. So in case if you're working on it, I think we won't be able to look into your assignments. But with ExcelR, there is a dedicated team for assignments. They will look into your assignments. Any guidance they will be providing you. But this 20 days of program is going to give you an idea of how this artificial intelligence would be and what are all the topics that you have to learn it. And today, why we have to learn this artificial intelligence, and why this, whenever we are reading any blogs or watching any YouTube videos, so this artificial related contents is literally chasing us, right? Maybe it is related from any university program or any blogs. If you're reading this artificial intelligence automation kind of stuff, so it is just it is just chasing us. Now, why it is all happening today in the market? So that's what we are going to learn today. So today we are going to learn 3 topics. So that is, it's this what is the reason? So artificial intelligence started from where? Is it becoming boom today in the market now in this century, or is it available already in the market? Firstly, we are going to understand that. Secondly, we are going to look into what is this particular roadmap. If I wanted to become a data scientist, and why do I need to become a data scientist or an AI engineer? What is the necessity? So that part we are going to understand it. So, and also if you wanted to learn any topics with related to this content from your own, in case, let's say you want to do your own self-study, so what are all the topics that you have to learn it? So this kind of 3 things we are going to learn today. All right. Prabhu, does the roadmap which you have shown yesterday covers all parts of AI? I can say 80% it has been covered up, Prabhu. Why? Because today in the market, what it is available, I've just shown you up. Now, when I'm just looking into a lot of job descriptions today in the market, again, along with that, they are just expecting some new topics as well. So the market is upgrading, and they are just, they wanted a lot of things from the learner's perspective. So they wanted a lot of things from the learners. So in case if you're not able to master all the topics, whatever the market is expecting, at least 80 to 85% of the total contents, if it is matching up, it is sufficient for us. So that part I've just already given in that schedule, which I've shown you yesterday. Commerce student, it is useful, sir. Yes, Manohar, it is definitely useful, because here again we are going to use some mathematical skills. It is definitely required. So as a commerce student, you will be knowing some mathematics, some statistical skills, everything you'll be using it over there. So that skills is definitely required here. Okay, fine. So now let me get into it. See this. Let me start from here. Now, why this artificial intelligence is becoming boom today in the market? Firstly, we are going to understand that. All right, let me start sharing the screen. See, this is what even I delivered yesterday. So brief history of artificial intelligence, what even I delivered yesterday. Now I would be starting from here. Now, before we even get into this artificial intelligence at this point, let me start from industrial revolution. So why this artificial intelligence, we all are getting to know about this stuff today, is nothing but it all started from something called as industrial revolution, which happened long before. That is in the 17th century, I think so. This steam engines got accelerated by the economy. That is nothing but steam engines. There are a lot of inventions happening with respect to the steam engines. Yes, Sahit, I'm not sharing any screen now. Now I'm speaking. Maybe if you're watching from YouTube, it will be a complete black screen, but I'm just speaking now. Later, I'll be sharing my screen. Okay. So now see this. Now here it's nothing but industrial revolution. I think you might have heard about this particular term in your history books or in your 8th standard, 10th standard syllabus. So it is nothing but when people started moving from rural areas to the urban areas, we call it as an industrial revolution because a lot of new things is happening. So at that point in time, so people researchers invented the steam engines. Now people started running behind the steam engines and everyone talking about the steam engines. How exactly it is happening? So now one person is sharing that steam engines related news with the other one. Now slowly a lot of advertisement is happening. So now slowly people started traveling in this trains with respect to steam engines. Now in the next century, what had happened, this electricity got accelerated by the economy. A lot of people started running behind this electricity, new inventions. And Thomas Alva Edison, so he invented that. So he invented light and with electricity. So now a lot of new inventions came up with respect to this electricity. And in the previous century, we call it as Industrial Revolution 3. That's where I just started noting down all this point, and this is just a study which I just made it to make you understand from where exactly this artificial intelligence got started. It all started in the previous century. We call it as Industrial Revolution 3, where computers and automation got accelerated. So that's when this artificial intelligence, it all started in the previous century itself, the 19th century, we say. So from here, let me start sharing this screen. See this Industrial Revolution 3, where exactly this computers and automation got accelerated by the economy. That is in the year of 1950s. If you have watched this movie called as Imitation Game, maybe if you have not, just noted down. I can refer you this movie. You will be knowing from where this artificial intelligence got started. So a computer scientist named Alan Turing, are there imaginable digital computers which can do well in the imitation game? So he raised this question in his mind. That is nothing but he asked, can machines think like human beings? He wanted to think like humans. That's what he just got a thought in his mind, and he started working. A lot of he gave his physics knowledge, he gave his mathematical knowledge, and he tried to make machines understand the humans' way of learning. So he raised this particular question: can machines think like human beings? Now, after that, a lot of inventions had happened. In 1956, so from the lead of this Alan Turing, John McCarthy, an American computer scientist who is widely described as a father of AI, coined the term artificial intelligence in one conference paper while he submitted his research paper. Basically, this PhD scholars, they need to submit this, their research paper in their conferences, and they have to explain it. So, in one of the conferences, this person whose name is John McCarthy, he coined in his research, he submitted a paper and he just said that this is something artificial intelligence. What exactly this will do? He just spoken about all this particular. Really, your screen is buffer. Is my screen is not clearly visible? Is my voice is again fluctuating? Is it fine now? Screen, it's not visible. Oh, voice fluctuates. Screen is no visible. I think screen is visible. Okay, thanks, Adip. I'm getting response. Screen is not visible. Voice is fluctuating. Everything's fine. All right, Mary. Voice lagging. Pratik, I'll answer. Maybe I'll be answering to that question in a while. All is clear. Fine. Yes, Serbia. So due to this hotspot issue, so that is a problem. Not sure. Just give a minute. Let us not have this thing. Just give a minute. Let me speak to the team and come back to you. Just give me 3 minutes of it. Hey, hi everyone. Is it fine now? Is my voice is clear? Okay, so there is just an information because of this voice lag. So there will be another trainer. He will be joining in call, and his name is Varun. Maybe from tomorrow onwards, I will be taking the call. But today, let me try to continue this in case if there is voice disturbances. Try to just manage for the next 15 minutes. Next 15 minutes, yes. So you will be joining it. Okay. Let's continue this. So what I was just saying is nothing but we are looking onto this history of this artificial intelligence. So let me just start it. So we just understood industrial revolution is all about, it all started from the steam engines and then it moved it to this, electricity. And in the previous century, this computers and automations got accelerated by the economy. And in 1950s, this computer scientist whose name is Alan Turing, he was thinking about this. Can machines think like humans? From there, he started. And in 1956, this particular person, John McCarthy, he coined the term this artificial intelligence in one of his conference. That's what we learned it. And because of this artificial intelligence, a lot of people, they started investing their money. And in 1959, the first AI lab is established. So MIT first established the AI lab in 1959. Since then, it has been emerged like MIT Lab for Science, one of the most important labs it is. So because of this artificial intelligence, now if this artificial intelligence, if machines need to be think like humans, so we need a lot of investors who can invest their money here. Now because of that, this MIT first established this lab in 1959. Now a new lab got established. Now what again had happened in 1975, the first powerful use case of artificial intelligence came into the market. That is, Stanford University developed mycin in 1975, which helped physicians to identify the bacterial infections such as meningitis. Now, what is this? Now, until this particular point in time, so a human and human will definitely need a support, and he will be fixing the human's problem. Let it be whatever the issue is, and we know all the traditional techniques to solve this. This bone issues or tissue issues. Human, he will be solving it. Now, in 1975. What had happened? Uh, the Stanford University developed this mycin in 1975, which helped physicians to identify the bacterial infection. Now, a machine is identifying the bacterial infections within a human. How it is possible? A human and human can do that. Now it has been made artificially. So now a machine is looking into the human's problem. So this is the power of this artificial intelligence. So now again, because of this, what had happened is nothing but continuously now the AI interest of now people were investing their money continuously into this particular AI. So now, but what had happened? There were not huge inventions were happening. Companies are not ready to invest on AI, and they lost their interest because of continuous failure. Now, what had happened is nothing but companies, a lot of investors, they invested their money. And if I'm investing my money in return, I will invest a huge profit. But until 1987, investors are keep on investing their money, but they are not getting a good profit. And because of that, what had happened? Most of the investors started investing on this AI solutions. And because of that, what had happened? Because why they stopped serving it? Because they were not getting good profit. Now, what would be a business people mindset? Hey, if I'm investing my money, definitely I should get a good return. But in case if I'm one time, if I'm losing it, that's okay. Two time it is okay. Three time it is okay. But if I'm getting it continuously, if I'm losing my money, then why should I invest my money on this business? So with that mindset, what had happened is nothing but they were not ready to invest their money. And then again, but there will be few investors. They just supported this artificial intelligence, and because of that, in 1997, the first computer to beat a chess champion, IBM's chess playing computer beat the world's best chess playing player in one game on 1996 and win the entire match in 1997. Now, what had happened is nothing but now a machine defeated a chess playing player. He is a world's chess playing champion. Now, a human cannot defeat that particular person, but a machine defeated that particular human. How it had made? Artificial intelligence. A human has transferred his intelligence to a machine. We call it as an artificial intelligence. What is the term itself says artificial intelligence. Feeding human intelligence to a machine, we call it as artificial intelligence. Now, because of that, now mission defeated the human being in this particular chess playing game. And why it is all happening here? Because of that particular era, we call it as Industrial Revolution 3, where exactly this computers and automation were accelerated by at that point in time. Because of that, lot of inventions came in the previous century itself. So the one takeaway point here is nothing but this artificial intelligence is not something available or emerged today or today in the market. It is already available since 1950s. So one thing we say, and since we are living, most of us are living in India, so when the developed countries, if they are coming up with some new inventions, it will reach India and to the developing nations, after some period in time. And most of us, we will give it, and now it's been like more than 50 years. Now we are getting to know about this artificial intelligence because a lot of people are making it a hype. A lot of advertisements people are making it, and because of that, we are learning this particular thing. Now, how can this artificial intelligence can help businesses today in the market? See this. Now we are into this. Now we are in this particular industrial revolution. We call this Industry 4.0, where we call it as digital transformation. Now, what is this digital transformation? Digital transformation is nothing but trying to make everything connected. How exactly we are trying to make everything connected in this era is nothing but we are, I think yesterday I've given the same example. We are having this mobile phones where we are using many applications here, right? And many mobile applications we have, many software, web applications we have, lot of applications we are having in our hand. Let's say mobile application we are having, what is that? Google Maps. Now, when a person wanted to move from one location to the another location, start point and the end point, we are getting many routes. What is the shortest distance I can reach over there? So mobile is nothing but a thing. We call it Internet of Thing. It is getting stuck. It is getting straight in the database, and we are getting a lot of data in our hand so that we can reach the destination as quick as possible. And we are used to this smart watches. Maybe again, if you have used this normal smart watches, there are three things which we can see. One of the thing is nothing but one of the feature is heart rate. It can measure the heart rates and it can tell us whether our heart rate is normal or it is abnormal. And there is specifically one watch called as heart rate monitor smart watches. So now what exactly these smart watches are doing? So these smart watches mostly it will be fitted for athletes and I just made one study here, athletes and also for some old people. Now, if it is getting fixed to them, what exactly this will do? This will just read the patterns within our blood cells, within our heart rates. And if it is going beyond one particular limit, what exactly this is going to do? It's going to push a notification to the person who's taking care of that old parent, or sorry, caretaker of that particular person, pushing a notification to them. Hey, see this, for this particular person's heart rate is going beyond one particular level. You have to go and take care of them. You have to take care of them. You have to take them to the hospital in next 24 hours, or else it will be in a danger zone. Now, there is no human sitting behind these old people monitoring them 24/7 and say whether are you doing well or not. Now, a human has already given his intelligence to the machine. Now machine takes the human's role, and why it is happening to make the process easier. And it is not replacing any humans here. It is just making the process, and artificial intelligence is not a threat. Basically, it is just trying to help the human beings to simplify the process. Now we can think of this. We are using this washing machines in our home. Now home appliances. Now what is this particular part? Now we used to take clothes and we used to wash it in our hand. It is something painful for us. Now I wanted to, but it is a repeated task. I wanted to automate this particular process, washing machine to the market. Just we have to do some small settings. It is going to do the task for us. We have to just dry the clothes outside the sun. So now, what are all the repeated process here? So we now in this particular century, we are trying to make everything connected, and with the help of this IoT or web applications, we can say. I think the same example I was told yesterday. Let's say here I'm able to see. Let's say Saif is I'm able to see it. Now Saif, let's say he wanted to know whether he is eligible or not eligible for a loan. He wanted to basically what to do whenever we were at very younger ages, so our parents used to give all the documents, and we have to visit to the local bank, maybe SBI or HDFC, whatever the bank is. Just we wanted to know whether we are eligible or not eligible for a loan. So once it is eligible, then we have to submit all the documentations. A lot of documentation process will get involved, and a lot of other things is going to happen. Now, firstly, I wanted to know whether I'm eligible or not eligible for a loan. So for that reason, what it is happening here, we need to carry all the documentations asked by the government, asked by the bank officer, and we have to take a token. We have to wait for a longer period of time, and then we have to visit him. And even for them also, they will be completely occupied from morning 9 to evening 7. But for them, it is a repeated task. Even for us, our waiting time is increased. Now, how can I make this part automated? So that's when this many applications like Paisa, but one of the applications, recent application which I've seen is nothing but Paisa Bazaar. So now if you are visiting to this Paisa Bazaar, now you just need to fill in some applications forms over there. And once you click on the submit button, if you filled in all the applications, this application is going to tell you whether you're eligible or not eligible for this loan process. Within a fraction of a minute, being at one, you don't need to visit the bank now. Being at one place, you just need to fill in the applications, and this is going to say whether you're eligible or not eligible. Web applications, making everything connected. So you're sitting at one place, trying to, you just have connection as possible. Now, again, we are using this. What is that? You just wanted to buy a car. Now, before buying a car, there is one website called as carwale.com. You are just visiting to that particular website. You are filling what is the car that you wanted to buy. Let's say manufacturing year is 2007. I'm looking for all these particular models. If you're clicking on the submit button, it will give you the current market price of the particular car. How it is happening? Web application. So a lot of web applications and mobile applications are coming in today's market, which is going to help human beings and to accomplish the process in a simpler manner. So we are living in this industry revolution 4.0, digital transformation. Able to understand up to this? Can I get a quick information? Yes or no? Mohan, I think you already completed this topic already. Yes, Mohan, because a lot of learners were not able to join in yesterday. I'm just explaining the same topic again today. All clear? Understood. Wonderful, Jyoti. So now let's continue this. See this, because of that, I think you were able to match what it is happening today in the market. In 2002, robots replaced human beings. What had happened here? See this. Amazon made a big decision of replacing human editors with a basic AI system in 2002, and arguably led the way in showing the business how AI could be utilized. Now, what is the point here is nothing but here, Amazon, so they made a big layoff at that point in time in 2002. Maybe we might have read about this particular news in our newspapers or things like that in our when we are young. So what had happened, a lot of layoffs had happened. Why? Because if your job, if it is something routine, even if people are saying I'm working in Amazon, it is not like they are getting paid well or they do like their jobs. So there are a lot of routine jobs, even if it is available in Amazon. I do have some of my learners who are working in Amazon, and they're coming and learning from me with respect to this AI and everything. They are just learning it. And again, why working from Amazon they wanted to learn is because even Amazon is making a layoff. Why? Because if your job, if it is something routine, so it is not going to be helpful. So if your job, if it is something routine, it will be definitely replaced by a machine one day. So security jobs, so now it has been replaced by a machine, 24/7 surveillance camera. So now again, it is coming up with a lot of hacking and everything. I'm not getting into that topic, but the point here is, so when you're working the same role again and again and again, so it will be definitely automated at one point in time. So again, and maybe we can think of this as one of the example is surveillance camera. Now, even when I was working, I just worked in one BPO company previously. So there I used to handle some calls where exactly we would be having only 10 to 15 different issues in our hand. Customer will be calling to the customer care, which falls in one of those 15 categories itself, not more than that. So we used to assist customers saying that this is what happened here, and we tried to solve it out. We tried to take remote control from their being from this side. We try to take the remote control of their modem, we try to fix it, or we try to you know we try to allocate one technician so that the technician will visit the customer's place and he's going to fix it. So at the end of the day, the problem need to be solved. So if in order to solve this problem, now the company need to hire a lot of engineers like us, and they have to give salary, monthly salary like 20,000 and everything, so that we are getting paid and the company is also getting a good profit. Now company's perspective is nothing but any business's perspective. They wanted to get a huge profit so that they can invest their money in a new business. Now they can establish a lot of franchise and they can open up. So for that, why do I need to hire human beings to do the same task again? Is there any way that I can automate the process? That's where this bots come into the picture. Voice assistance. Now voice assistance today in the market, what it is doing it, if you want to close a credit card, you are just giving a call to the customer care. Now a voice assistant, we call it as a bot. It is speaking to you, and you are speaking to the bot saying that, hey, I want to close this account. Now bot is checking all your background details, it is closing up. No human being is involved. So if you are on the other side, just think of it. If your job, if it is something routine, doing the same thing again and again and again, definitely it will be replaced by machines one day. Just we need to think about it. And how about this data science job and our artificial intelligence job? Is it going to be saturated, or is it going to be taken by any missions? I'm getting a question. That question is hitting my mind now. So what it is happening here? But this is not going to work, because here we are on the side of artificial intelligence. Now we are going to transfer human intelligence to a mission. Now if you are on the side of transferring intelligence to a missions, like let's say missions, if I mean by mission, it can be web application, it can be mobile application, or it can be something like IoTs, or it can be something like self-driving cars. So we are on the side of transferring the intelligence. So we have to update our mind again and again and again, because we are going to face a lot of continuous failures. So we are data scientists. So what do we mean by scientists? So scientists is nothing but by using the current things, we have to solve the unsolved problems, or we have to come up with the new things again and again and again. So if we are using that brain accordingly, then how our job will get saturated? We have to think about it. So that's the reason today we are getting a lot of hype with respect to this artificial intelligence, because a lot of businesses already integrated this AI business into their profile, and they are trying to implement it in their web applications, in their mobile applications. A lot of things is happening, right? So let us get into this particular part. Now in 2011, AI in voice. Now what it is happening here in 2011, Apple introduced Siri to the world's first voice-based conversational interface, which catalyzes the waves into best voice assistant. Now we all know, most of us are using this Apple. We are speaking to the Siri. Hey Siri, so play me one pop song. It is just understanding it. It is just playing to me. What is the weather outside? Can you tell me? So it is just reading the weather outside and it is telling you. Now a machine is understanding the human conversation, and it is just trying to respond to you. How it is happening? Artificial intelligence. Because a human and human can understand what we are speaking. Now that part I wanted to automate it so that machine can speak about it. How it is happening? Artificial intelligence. We are seeing in many Hollywood movies, right? We are seeing this Iron Man, and this person is going to speak to a bot. So now it is going to speak to him like a human being. How it is happening? Voice assistant. So now in 2016, AI moved to the next level capability. That is in 2016, Google's AlphaGo, an AI machine, beat the world champion of AlphaGo, the world's most difficult level of strategy game, which has 1080 possible outcomes. Again, in another game, Google's one artificial intelligence, that machine has defeated it. So a lot of inventions are again happening, and it is coming, and they are releasing into the market. And because of that, most of the people today, even I've trained a lot of learners who are from mechanical domain, civil domain, and mechatronics, and from healthcare. A lot of learners I've trained it in the last couple of years. A lot of them are able to get placed with the very decent packages. And even I trained one who's from a teaching domain. She had a gap of 3 years because of her kid and everything. So I told her to invest 6 to 9 months time. So that is the particular duration to master this artificial intelligence. She had given her good efforts, and now she got placed in one US based company. She's working from home basically, and we are on touch. So regarding her project, how it is getting solved, and a lot of things is happening there. And one mother, she is having 11 years of career gap, and she got placed in Wipro with 8 LPA. So it is happening today. It's not like happened 1 year before. It just happened 2 weeks before. And one of my previous learner who's from civil background, career in UPSC examinations, and she wanted to serve it, but 2 years she spent those not much helpful. She was studying, but she was not getting her opportunity. She got into this program, and I trained her. I just post this training program. It will be a 3.5 months of training program with ExcelR, and then assignments, and then projects. I just guided her. Now she got into one company with 7 LPA. So, and the job was also a lot of like AI based job. Whatever she studied, that kind of job she's doing it, and satisfactory job role. So today, if you're able to get placed in this kind of roles, now the future again, even if you're focused on the salary wise also, it's a pretty highest paying job, this data science and everything. As a fresher, if you're focusing on the salary part, you can just keep a margin between 5 to 10 LPA as a fresher, and this would be the margin. And in case if you're already having any sorts of experience, yes, you can just transfer that experience with something called as POCs. We call it as a proof of concept. We can transfer that, and again, projects is the key to get placed, and everything we can discuss about that in the training program. I will be giving you some tips how to make a career shift. If in case if you're looking forward to make it, I can guide you on that in this training program. But again, the major reason why we are learning here today is nothing but by 2024, AI will be integral to every part of the business, resulting in the 25% of the overall spend on AI solutions. Now, all the businesses, let me stop sharing my screen. Now, all the businesses, what exactly they are trying to do. So they are trying to incorporate this AI into their businesses so that they need to cut off some repeated process, because humans is always a sophisticated beings. Now we need tea breaks, right? So whenever we are working on the office, even whenever we are listening to this lecture, hey, can you, John, can we take some 5 minutes break? Yes, we need it, right? Even if I'm speaking, and I need some 5 minutes break or 3 minutes break. We humans are sophisticated beings. Let's say Monday to Friday we are working. Hey, I want a week of Saturdays and Sundays. Sophisticated beings. So, but if I'm just replacing this part with the machine is not going to come up with any excuses. It will do its job 24/7. The only thing is we have to properly maintain. Maybe once in a week or once in a month, we have to properly maintain it. It is going to work 24/7. So we have to think about it, that if our job, if it is something routine, definitely at one point in time it will be replaced by machines one day. And also the another takeaway from this brief history is nothing but AI is not something available today. It's all there since 19th century. That is from the previous century. It's something people are making it as a big hype, and we are getting to know about it. And before 2024, so if you're learning all these technical skills, it should be very good for us, so that we will be knowing about this artificial intelligence scope and everything, so that we can apply it also in our businesses. So this is the first point which I thought of delivering it. Up to this, clear, everyone? Yes, Manohar, you're right. Understandable. Great, Jyoti. Even I will be speaking about a lot of other fields also where exactly AI is getting used. We will be learning it in this program, right? Now the next point is nothing but, see this. So here we are having, I think this part I have not, 1 minute. Yes, so let me share it. Just give. This part I was explaining yesterday. That is nothing but we are having different jargons in our market today. That is data science and artificial intelligence. We are having machine learning. We are having deep learning, natural language processing. A lot of new things we are able to see in the market. Now, is there any differences between all these terms? We firstly need to understand that. What is the differences between all these terminologies? Or is there any similarities between these terminologies? We need to understand. So see this. So terminology differences. That is artificial intelligence. As I said before, artificial intelligence is nothing but, now I'm sharing the screen, Abdul. Is it visible? All right. See this? Fine, great. So artificial intelligence, as I said before, feeding human intelligence into machines, we call this an artificial intelligence. Now, a human and human, if we are transferring the intelligence, human translation of intelligence, right? So how we are transferring our intelligence to a kid, how we are transferring that. So in a similar way, we are feeding human intelligence to a machine, let it be web application, or let it be mobile application, or let it be Siri. It is nothing but what it is speaking to me. Google Assistant, hey Google, so what is the weather outside? And it is telling the weather outside is 85 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. It is telling to me. So feeding, because if I'm asking the same question to another human, he will be looking into the application and he will be telling me. So now machine is doing that. So feeding human intelligence into computers, we call it as artificial intelligence in one line. But artificial intelligence, I mentioned here, it is not standalone. Why I just mentioned it is not standalone? Because it is just like a class. All right, but see this, why you will be getting this in a while. Now let's get into machine learning. What is the point of machine learning? Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, which deals with learning the pattern from the historical data. Now, what to learn? See this, purchase path behavior, car price details, identifying similar customers or groups, how to learn is nothing but using some machine learning algorithms. Now, I could see some of you are raising your hands with respect to your questions. Maybe if you could post all your questions on the chat box, that should be more helpful since we are making it live. So you can post, if you're having any questions, you can post it on the chat box. Or else at the end of the meeting, you can just speak to me. I will be happy to answer that. Let's get into it. So machine learning is nothing but it is a subset of artificial intelligence, which deals with learning the patterns from the historical data. Now, what to learn? Purchasing behavior. Now, what is this purchasing behavior? We are getting into Amazon and we wanted to buy one product. Let's say we wanted to buy one, let's say, some Adidas t-shirt, we wanted to buy it. So now if I'm just clicking on an Adidas t-shirt and I purchased it, when I'm just going for the checkout page, it is just showing me a message stating that the similar customers has purchased these products. So how it is doing it? So it is trying to understand your purchase pattern and it is trying to recommend you something, right? And let's say you are going and visiting this Spotify, you are clicking on this rock songs, maybe 5 songs it will be listed at the first go. Now after that, recommended songs, how it is recommending the songs with respect to the pattern, again pattern learning. Now a machine learned your current pattern, the way how you're listening to the songs, and automatically it is responding to you. So purchase patterns, and it's all about learning the pattern. Basically in one line, machine is learning the patterns. That's what in one line we say. How it is learning the patterns? By using machine learning algorithms. They're having some algorithms like linear regression, logistic regression, a lot of new algorithms we have, and I think you might have heard about this particular terms. Algorithm is nothing but it is a way of learning the pattern with the help of mathematical equation. We are having one mathematical equation, how exactly it is linear regression. We called y is equal to mx plus c, and logistic regression 1 by 1 plus e to the power of minus y. In this way, we are having different mathematical equations. Now, as I said before, with respect to that mathematical equation, we are going to make our we are going to make the machine learn these patterns. Now here, as I said before, AI is not standalone. AI with machine learning we say. Now what is this AI with machine learning? It supports structured data. Now data in tabular format, that is in rows and column. Now in case if you're providing the data in a tabular column, let's say an Excel document, Excel file or a CSV file or a tab separated file, my machine learning algorithms will work. But in case if you are just giving the data in images and videos, if you wanted to do some automation, there it will not work. So machine learning's limitation is nothing, but it is going to work well for a structured data set. So we can say that artificial intelligence with machine learning. All right, so this is one point to be noted. So Manohar, most searching songs will learn and it will recommend us, I think, sir. Yes, Manohar. So that's what we call the data-driven. There are two intelligence which machine can take. One is rule-based learning, and the other one is data-driven based learning. Tomorrow we can talk about that. All right. Let's park the topic for a while. So machine learning is nothing but it can just do well with respect to this tabular data sets. All right. Now, what is this particular deep learning? Deep learning is a subset of machine learning which deals with learning the patterns from the historical data, from the images, from the videos. In case, what are the images and videos? Let's say you're uploading your video into one database. Now that database, you're showing your face in this particular IoT, facial recognition or facial biometric system, which your office is having it. Now, if you wanted to show the face, now machine need to read your facial structures or the facial features. Accordingly, it need to unlock this particular door. Now, how it will happen? Machine need to read your face. It need to understand your emotions. Sorry, it need to understand the facial expressions. So for that, machine learning cannot deal with this image related data. So that is the major drawback. Video related data. Now we are fixing this. Now government, they are coming up with this cameras. What exactly they're fixing in this particular traffics and everything. And they wanted to detect the vehicle speed. If it is crossed, they are keeping a speed limit like 60 kilometers need to be maintained. In case of the vehicle, if it is not maintaining 60 kilometers, automatically it need to get captured that particular vehicle along with this vehicle number. And once it is got detected, it need to be automatically uploaded in the database, and automatically we will be getting the notifications with respect to the penalty. Now, again, video, in one video, we have to capture images and we have to send it to the right customers, right? So how it is happening in video, we have to do the automation kind of stuff. How it will do? Machine learning, will it do? No, machine learning, it won't. It will never do that. So we need deep learning to deal with image and video related data set. Again, for that, it need to learn the patterns. How to learn? By using some deep learning algorithms. Since using some, here it is not machine learning. Here we are having deep learning algorithms to deal with that. So deep learning, we say artificial intelligence with deep learning. Why? Because again, we are transferring the intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence, as I mentioned, is not standalone. Why I just mentioned it is not standalone? Because I think the same example I've given yesterday also. So here again, I'm having, let's say, Jyoti. Now, Jyoti is a human being, right? I can't separate Jyoti from human being here. Now, human is nothing but a main class. Now, I can't separate Jyoti and human being. This is a one good example which I can think of for now. And so again, in a similar way, I can't separate machine learning from artificial intelligence. I can't separate deep learning with artificial intelligence. But without machine learning and deep learning, artificial intelligence is nothing. Are you able to understand this point? Are you all able to get this point, what I'm saying? Wonderful, great. Fine. So let me repeat it if you're not getting it. Just observe this. I'm saying that without Jyoti, human beings is not available, right? If you think about it. So human beings, Jyoti is a human being. I can't separate that. In a similar way, I'm saying that the artificial intelligence, yes, it is there. It is like a human being main class. Within that, we are having machine learning. So we can say machine learning is artificial intelligence because machine is learning the patterns the way how human is learning. But to do that, human need to transfer the intelligence, machine learning. Deep learning is all about, again, it need to learn the patterns because as humans, we are learning the patterns and accordingly we are behaving it. So deep learning deals with images and video related data to learn the patterns. Machine learning deals with learning the data from the structured data set. I think you got this particular point. Fine. All right, Jyoti. So Pratyush, sir, face recognition in phone is an example of deep. Yes, sir, Pratyush, you got it, rightly said. Face recognition in your phone is an example of deep learning. We call it as convolutional neural network algorithms. We will be learning that topic in a while. Okay, in our training program, we will be learning it. So now the next point is nothing. We are having something called as natural language processing. Now, what is this natural language processing? Natural language processing is a part of deep learning. It deals with learning the patterns from the text data. With the text data, what are all the automations that we can do? Word predictions. So if we are writing a mail to our manager or to our team lead or to our faculty, to our staff, we are writing a mail. So now whenever we are writing a mail now, hi, hello, how are you doing? It is automatically giving you how are you doing. So next is sentence prediction. Now we are typing it. Let's say, hope you're doing well. And immediately the next sentence, what should be the next sentence prediction is happening. You're getting into LinkedIn. So you're getting a message. Even I got a lot of requests from most of you all. So you're texting me, attended your A session for the first time. It was really interactive. It was really good. Thanks for mentioning that, by the way. But the point is automatically LinkedIn is pushing some notification. Thanks or thanks for that. In that way, machine is reading the patterns. Automatically it is pushing me 3 to 4 patterns. patterns. So that is all about sentence prediction. What the sentence or what reply I need to give here. Sentiment analysis. So now human and human can understand the sentiments. So now machine need to understand the sentiment and accordingly it need to behave. Sentiment analysis, grammar corrections. We are having this Grammarly now. If you're, it is just an extension. If you're adding it to your Google, it is going to correct your grammar sentences. It is going to do it. So now mission translation. What is this mission translation? So now if you're visiting to new places, so now you're typing it. You don't know Hindi. Let's say you have visited one Hindi shop. You don't know Hindi. Now you wanted to ask some person in Hindi what you would do. You know only English. Now you are just typing something in English, automatically it is converting, you're just giving one audio note, it is just speaking to that particular person. So these kind of automations with text data, we call it as natural language processing. All right. So again, we can say natural language processing with the deep learning, we can, because why I mentioned with deep learning, because natural language processing, it can be implemented with deep learning algorithms or machine learning algorithms. Maybe this point would be unclear for now, but just this point, keep it in your mind. NLP, in short, we call this NLP, natural language processing. It deals with unstructured data, particularly with text data. So whatever the applications that you are able to see with text data kind of automations, it comes under natural language processing. So now, so we learned about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and natural language processing. And the one point what we have learned, we can distinguish between machine learning, deep learning, and NLP. But artificial intelligence is nothing but it's a main class which holds everything. In the similar way, if you're just getting into data science, if you see, data science is just an intersection of analysis, prediction, and automation, but not complete analysis, not complete prediction, not complete automation. It is just intersection. Now, if I'm saying someone is a data scientist, now if you're just going and giving your interview or whatever it is, now the interviewer or the company, the business people, they are going to have a mindset. Okay, this person will be good in analysis. This person will make my machine to do the prediction. And also this person will know how to automate the things. So if I'm hiring for a data scientist position, we need to be good with all these three skills: data analysis skills, making a machine to make a prediction, and also need to make an automation. So it is just an intersection. Here I just need to make it. So this not here you can just add this point. I just made it yesterday. So if you're making it, it's just intersection. If I'm saying data science is all about data analysis, no. Data analysis, you do what you do with respect to data analysis. You're trying to understand your data, pulling out some lot of insights from the data, maybe slight forecasting. You know, with if it is a sales data, maybe you might have learned about this sample store data in your Tableau or Power BI sessions. I think so. So a little bit of forecasting you can do, but the major expectation from a data analyst is nothing but you are good at pulling out meaningful insights from data, which can help the businesses to take some actionable items which can increase their profit. But as a data scientist, we need to have the data analysis skills, and also how can I make machine learn the patterns automatically. So that part also you should be knowing it. So if you say data science and artificial intelligence, they both are pretty similar. But if I'm speaking about only, if I want to separate only one point, we can say data science deals more about prediction, but if you are just speaking about artificial intelligence, it will speak more about automation. All right, so this is one differentiation point that you can get it. Let me give this point. Artificial intelligence, maybe why I'm just making this particular point, because so there is, if you're coming to ExcelR is having two programs. One is data science program and the other one is artificial intelligence program. If you're getting into artificial intelligence program, we will deal with mostly with automation. All right, how to do this automation steps. And if you're getting into, if I'm speaking about data science is more about prediction, reading the patterns is more about prediction. This is the only one differentiating factor, but it is not something big. But the major thing is, if I'm saying prediction, it doesn't mean that data science will never do automation. Automation also to do doing it, but more priority for data science will go for prediction. The more priority for the artificial intelligence, it will go for automation. So that's the only one differentiating factor that we can say. So on a in a nutshell, what we can say is nothing but we can make a difference with respect to machine learning, deep learning, and NLP. Machine learning deals with structured data, row and column. Deep learning deals with unstructured data, images and videos, and also it can handle structured data, that is rows and column. Natural language processing deals with text data, which is again an unstructured data. And artificial intelligence and data science, they both are pretty similar terms. But in case if we wanted to make a difference, artificial intelligence deals more about automation, data science deals more about prediction. Clear, everyone? Pratyush, I think I just explained. Is it clear? Let me stop sharing it. Great, Jyoti. All right, let me share you this. I thought of taking it yesterday, but I couldn't share that. See this, there are a lot of terminologies which we can see in the market. Let's say, I think, how many of you have gone through this data analyst program, EDL program? Data analyst, if it is completed, you can let me know, or else just Amit, okay. Abdul, okay, not me, go ahead. All right. Great, Mohan. So the point is nothing but, see this, there are different designations we are able to see in the market. That is nothing but we are able to have data analyst, data scientist, and we are having what is that AI engineer, and we are having data engineers, ML oops engineer. We are having many designations. Now, as a data, if you are focusing on data analyst, what are the things that you have to focus and learn? In case if you're focusing on data scientist, what are the things that you have to learn it? Let me share the screen here. See this. So terminology differences with respect to data science profile. So if you see designations, there are different designations available with respect to data science. So data scientist, machine learning engineer, AI engineer, NLP engineer. These are the different designation titles with respect to data science. Again, if you're focusing on a data analysis person, so data analytics engineer, it's all about data science, data analyst, business analyst, business analytics consultant. So these are all the different titles for data analysis that we can find in the Naukri profile. If you're applying for any of this particular job role, the major expectation, see this here, I just mentioned the purpose of designation or the expectation in case if you're going for this kind of applying for this kind of roles is nothing but the business people, the organization will expect that, hey, this person is good in pulling out the insights, and also he will make some sort of prediction. You know, with respect to Tableau, you can forecast things. I think sales forecast, you might be doing it. So a little bit of prediction idea that also you should be having it. So let it be data analytics or data analyst or business analyst or business analytics, whatever the profile title is, the expectation is something similar. All right. And in case if you wanted to be strong and if you want to go and get selected as a data analyst, you need to learn about first priority is nothing but SQL, then Excel. You have to learn about VBA, macros, Tableau, Power BI. Now you can focus more on Tableau or Power BI, anything is fine. So, and you need to have a good storytelling skills. So here within this particular platform, we have to gain good storytelling skills here. So, and then basics of Python programming part, you need to know it. Like pandas, we are having some libraries called as pandas, matplotlib, seaborn and plotly. These are all the few libraries which I mentioned. And these libraries is more than sufficient in case if you're focusing on a data analyst job roles. All right. So, and to the timeline to become a data analyst is nothing but we can say 3 to 4 months. Within 3 to 4 months, you can master the skills and you can get selected as a data analyst. And the more priority goes to, if you're going for a data analyst interviews, more first priority goes to this SQL. We call MySQL or SQL. So first priority goes to the particular area. Now, in case if you're focusing for a data scientist, so data scientist, we are having different designations in the market, like data scientist. This is one common designation, and junior data scientist, senior data scientist. In that way, we are having a lot of data scientists here. Machine learning engineer, artificial intelligence engineer, natural language processing engineer. So in this way, we are having different designations for the profile. So, and again, what is the purpose of the designation in case if you're going for this role? So the companies will expect, okay, this person is good at pulling out insights from the data, and he will make predictions and also automation. See this, I've added an automation part to this data scientist, because as a data analyst, your major job is nothing but pull out the insights and just predict something to the business. But with respect to data scientist, your one role is getting added up here: automation. What is this automation? If you get into machine learning part, I will be explaining all the steps here within this program. I will also help you to understand that. And what are the skills expected is nothing but, firstly, you have to have good statistic skills. That's why, as I said before, if you're good at commerce, you should be having good statistic skills. I think someone asked me that. So stat skills, we should be having it. Machine learning skills, deep learning skills, we need to have. Natural language processing, we need to have good idea about it. And then anyone program, and anyone, if I'm saying anyone, we are having majorly two programming languages we use it here. One is R programming language and the other one is Python. So R is also easy to learn, Python is also easy to learn. But how we have to choose between R and Python is nothing but, R is more useful for data analytics, but Python is more useful for automation kind of steps. So for that reason, we are going to pick up this Python programming part. We are going to learn it from the scratch. I will show you the agenda what we're going to learn in this program in the next 19 days. I will be showing you. And also good communication skills. Communication skills is something which is mandatory for all the technical roles if you're going to apply soft skills, we say. So you have to gain this particular part. So, and apart from that, if you have, I'm not mean to say if you don't have, you don't need to learn SQL Tableau. So SQL also, it is something, one database knowledge you need to have it. SQL is something very much important for data analysis, and also you can just add it up. SQL is, since I made this a screenshot, you can just add it up here. SQL, one database knowledge, you should definitely need to learn it. All right. So these are all the major skills that you have to focus on if it is if you're focusing for a data scientist job role. And the timeline for this data science nothing but, you can keep a time frame 6 to 9 months. And if you're learning every day, Monday to Friday, if you're learning from every day, the timeline, I would be expecting nothing but 3 to 4 hours. So if you're spending daily 3 to 4 hours within 6 to 9 months, that is more than half a year, you will be getting into the job. It's not like 3 months of program. I learned something. I listened to this 20 days of lecture. I'm good in artificial intelligence. No, that will never work. So daily, on a daily basis, you have to work on for minimum 6 to 9 months. If you're working on a regular basis, definitely you will be getting into it. All right. So these are all the things that you have to skills expected for this kind of job role. Now, there is another job role called as ML Oops engineer. If that's a thing, again, with the ML Oops is nothing but, apart from this machine learning, deep learning, NLP, Python, and good communication skills, the expectation is nothing but, hey, this person should be good at some cloud platform services knowledge, like AWS, Amazon Web Services platform, and Azure platform, and Google Cloud Platform Services platform. So if you're going for ML Oops engineer, machine learning Oops engineer, so you should be good with the cloud platform services as well. That's what I just mentioned. This we call it as a cloud platform services. Okay, just try to read about it. Even I will be speaking more about in the training program. So, but there are another designation like data engineer, big data engineer, data architect. So this kind of people, what they would be doing is nothing but, they create a pipeline to store and retrieve the data from the cloud. So whenever the data is getting stored, so it need to store, let's say if you wanted to move from, let's say Bangalore to Mumbai, so which route we will pick up, shortest route or the longest route, or the Chakir means something, the road is coming up with a lot of humps, which will take a lot of time. Even I wanted to drive it, but if I'm facing a lot of humps, it is not going, I'm not good at, I don't feel it good, because the road need to be, why we are preferring NH road, because the road need to be very smooth. In the similar way, when the data is getting stored in the cloud databases, so it need to have a very smooth the pathway so that it will land up. And again, if you want to extract the data from the cloud, again, it need to be in a pretty good format so that we can extract it easily. So for that reason, data engineers, big data engineers, data architect, they are getting hired, and their major skill set is nothing but, we are having a lot of frameworks for them. There is something like Hive, Pig, PySpark, Hadoop, MapReduce, Cloudera, Azure, and Kubernetes. So these are all the platforms for the frameworks for them, which data engineers need to learn to get hired as a data engineers. Now, to learn this, the timeline would be again 4 to 5 months, like 3 to 5 months, I can say. And out of all these particular skills, the highest paying job is nothing but the one is data scientist. And again, it's according to you. So I would always prefer data scientist, because here we are going to solve the unsolved problems. So with respect to data scientist, it is very interesting profile, and you have to use your brain a lot, because solving unsolved problems, it's a big thing, right? So we have to use our brain again and again. And you used to work as a, you can work as a freelancer, or you can work in one company as a team. In one team you can cooperate it, and you can just work on it. And a lot of automations we can do, in case if you're focusing for a data science related profile. So these are all the different designations that you can see in the market, and it's up to you to choose your own path to decide it: data scientist, or MLOs, or data analyst, or data engineers. Clear, everyone, up to this? Jasmine, sir, you said to master data science, we need 3 to 9 months, right? So uh, after this course, where can we continue? Jasmine, this is just a 20 days of program. I will be giving you this kind of introductory stuff, how things will work. But you just you need a mentor to look into your tasks in case if you wanted to, because when I was learning, I had no one in my hand, and I spent almost around 1.5 years of I almost spent 1.5 years to learn all these technical concepts. But in case if you're enrolling to any program, let's say since I'm with ExcelR, if you're enrolling to ExcelR, 3 months is more than sufficient to master the topics, whatever the thing. And then you have to work on the projects, and that will take time. So ExcelR will give you internship opportunity, and projects they will be giving you, internship certifications that you will be getting. With that, you can move into the industries. Without projects, you can't get a job in data science. That's the thing. So 3 months, 3 to 9 months, what I meant by 3 to 9 months is nothing but 3 months for training, and the next 6 months for your self-practice, self-exploration. 3 months, you will get to know the daily new topics you're going to learn it. But next, after 3 months, I will be giving you, if I'm your mentor, I will be giving you a lot of daily tasks and some projects to work on. And ExcelR also will engage you with a lot of projects, and also a lot of internships, certifications they are going to provide you, and even placement support also. Excellent. A lot of learners, even my learners who attended my training program, they all got placed with a pretty good package, like 5 LPA, 7 LPA. As a fresher, they got it, and that guidance as ExcelR has provided to them. And they were with me, and they completed the daily given tasks. It's not something very easy to complete. You have to go to any extent, and I'm not saying it is difficult. The only thing is you have to give lot of time to practice to complete it. You can speak to the team, Jasmine, after this program. And Murugesan, A and ML engineer expected skills. I mentioned there, right, Murugesan? Python, machine learning, deep learning, NLP. Even if you're getting hired for ML engineer, it's not like only machine learning is sufficient, because the work is nothing but continuous integration. How you're going to continuously improve the performance of this model by optimizing your model. So that point in time, you definitely need to know some other skills also, other deep learning skills, how to make a change here. So there are if you're knowing all the skills, that would really help you in your job profile. That's the point. Pratik, I am a mechanical engineering student. Which skills are required to change my field for better future opportunities? Please guide me. Python is sufficient. So no. Python is definitely sufficient, Pratik. Even as I said before, I've trained mechanical engineers, civil engineers who are having zero programming knowledges. I've trained them. The only thing is, if you're ready to give time here, focus on the daily topics, and completing it within the given timeline, going to any extent, completing it, it would definitely help you out. If Python is not sufficient, then why should we learn Python here? Pratik, wants to think about it. Manohar, I'm doing MBA. Is this AI useful for? Yes, Manohar, because why MBA is useful, let me help you to understand. Because there are 3 pillars in data science. One is business knowledge. Second one is your statistics knowledge. Third one is programming knowledge. So since you're enrolled into MBA program, so you know how business will work, how domains, how different business will work, not only with respect to only one business. So what are all the business strategies that you can come up to give huge money to the business? So that knowledge, you're already grabbing it here. So use that. Second thing, statistics. I think you will know the basics of statistics and everything. In case if not, I will be covering it up. Thirdly, you need to grab programming. I think you are good with business knowledge and statistics. Programming knowledge, I will be taking care. So this three major pillars with respect to data science profile. If you're able to get that, then it should be good for you. All right. So Manohar, let me answer that question in a while. But here, see this. So this will be our, in case if you wanted to become a data scientist. So let me show you, these are the things that you have to learn it. 1 minute. See this, this is something which I just devised it for my AA batch learners who are enrolling for 3 months of training program. The same thing, I'm just giving it to you. So firstly, we have to understand the differences and the similarities between this artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, deep learning, and NLP. After, once that is clear, then we have to learn basics of Python programming part, and we will be learning that. And pandas, one library we have to learn about it, and then matplotlib, and then another library cbon for data visualization. Once that is done, then we have to learn about statistic skills. We are having two types of statistics. One is descriptive and the other one is inferential. So in this program, we will be touching the topic 2. We'll be spending good amount of time, and in statistics we'll be spending 2 days of time here. And then machine learning, within machine learning we are having supervised and unsupervised and reinforcement learning. Again, we are having a lot of linear regression logic, lot of algorithms. We are not going to get into machine learning in this program, but I will, in one day I'm going to spend here to make you understand how machine learning will work, how prediction, how with respect to Python scripting, how a machine is going to do a prediction, we will be knowing it. And then once that is clear, then we will be getting into deep learning. Since this program is focusing on artificial intelligence course, I will be spending good amount of time in deep learning related skills, how to build this artificial neural network, what are all the different optimizers available, different activation functions, different loss functions, feed forward neural network, and computer vision, two different categories, image classification, image detection, and there is something called a pre-trained model. We will be learning it, and autoencoders will be learning it. And then once that is clear, then we will be getting into natural language processing, and we'll be working with text pre-processing, bag of words, and term frequency, inverse document frequency. We will be learning it. And then these topics, we are not going to get into it in this program, but in case if you wanted to do your self-study, I would be giving this screenshots, everything in your in your material. I've already given that. You can find all these materials, whatever I'm showing it to you in your dashboard there. So let's try to give your best to go for self-learning, and that should be fine. So these are all the topics that you have to learn, and then you have to learn about time series modeling, and till 7th part it is very much important. 8th and 9th we call GANs, generative adversarial networks, and this is nothing but reinforcement learning. So you can give less priority to 8 and 9 and more priority to first 7 topics. So this is the roadmap that to learn completely about artificial intelligence part. And this will take, if you're enrolling into a program, 3 months time. In case if you're giving your best to learn, maybe it depends on your learning pace, it will take a lot of time too. For me, it had taken 1.5 years, maybe because these topics will be first to go, it will take a lot of time. My learning pace is different. Each and everybody's learning pace is totally different. So the point here is nothing but learning itself take a lot of time. After learning that, you have to work on the projects. Working on the projects, again, it will take a lot of time. So for that, in case if you're having a good proper roadmap, or someone that could guide you on it, so it would be more helpful for you. All right. So, but these are the topics to learn it. You can just make your decision. All right. And the way how we are going to take it forward is nothing but, see this. That is 3.5 months of agenda. sorry, 3 months of agenda. That's what I've shown. But the way how we are going to work on is nothing but day one. We are on day one, so we just understood this brief history of artificial intelligence and the terminology differences and the roadmap to become a data scientist. We learned it. So tomorrow we will be learning about life cycle of a data scientist, different IDEs, Python programming part. And here, if you see 5 days we are going to spend with respect to Python programming, and with respect to statistics we'll be spending 2 days of time, and then 1 day for machine learning. And then from here 10 days we are going to spend for deep learning skills and also NLP. Okay, so these are all the topics that we will be learning it in this 20 days of program. So Nilay, this program is free. Since it is a free, it is going to be a 20 days program, but 3 months program is not. 3 months program is something which I've just given us as a black colored screen which is shared. Those are the topics to learn. So I'm just giving you the topics to learn, and also whatever the topics that we are going to learn here. Two things I've just shared you. So post completion of the programs, in case if you wanted to learn from here, because as a learner's standpoint of view, we don't know what to learn. What are the things available? So I'm just giving you the contents, the topic name, so that you can do your self-study on it, self-explore it. In case if that doesn't help, you can enroll into the program. That's what I'm saying. But with respect to this 20 days of program, day one and day two, the Excel file, whatever I've shown you, those are the contents that we are going to learn. And that content also, I've just taken it from that 3 months of AA program, and I'm just delivering it here. That's what I'm saying. Hope you got my point. All right. So Manohar, I will get with my MBA in AI industry. No, Manohar, MBA, only with MBA, you will be focusing on only business roles, not with AI. So along with that, you have to learn this other pillars also, as I said before. Only MBA will never help to land up in a job in data science. And the Murugesh, difference between mechanical AML. Okay, difference between mechanical AML and CSE AML is nothing but see this mechanical. I can say there is something called predictive maintenance modification. Try to read about it. So what we do is nothing but, even I worked on one particular project where exactly we have to early predict when one machine is going to get failed. So that machine design and everything which need to get run for 24/7, mechanical engineers, you will be designing it, right? So you know all the nooks and corners. Now in case if you're automating that particular part, how to fix it and everything, if you're learning those skills also, you can get into this mechanical industry and you can apply your mechanical skills and also AI related skills. But again, getting into your core, it's really challenging today, to honestly speaking. So what my previous learners are doing, they are doing, and one of my learner, he's 2021 graduate, I think so. He's also from mechanical domain, and he's just working in NLP related projects in his company, this voice-based things. As a CSE people, it is going to be very easy, I can say, because they know programming part, they know Python, they know different frameworks and everything. For them, it is going to be very smooth part. But as a mechanical engineer, you have to spend a lot of times in knowing the programming languages and everything. NumPy library, it is not something very important, actually, Ibrahim. So the name is Bala Anant. You can reach me out over my LinkedIn, Bala. So Abdul, we are discussing 7 topics in this 20 days, of course. Not 7 topics, 20 topics I mentioned it, right, Abdul? After completion of that, let me take some questions here. In case if you're having any questions, you can post it. So now the time is 8:52. I will be spending 3 minutes time. In the meanwhile, you can fill in your attendance sheets and everything. After completion of that 3 months course, okay. Are we eligible for applying AI jobs? No, Abdul. After the completion of 3 months course, you're not going to be eligible. You will know the topics, contents you're going to know about it. So we have to go with an application point of view, because after learning it, where you have applied. In case if you're coming to me, you all are studying BCA. Okay, with BCA, where have you applied BCA in your last 3 years or 4 years? Can you show it to me? If I'm asking that question, are you having the right answer in your hand? So after completion of this program, 3 months of program, so you have to showcase your projects to the recruiters. So that projects will take another 3 to 6 months time based on your pace. 3 months program is going to give you daily new topics. 3 months program, you're going to learn it. So Jasmine, can you give the sources for mastering AA? Like you said before the topics, it will be helpful if you tell us where to find it. So Jasmine, I've given the topic names. Usually I'll refer to blogs. I even there is something called a statistics how to, and there is something called a towards data science, medium, analytics vidya. So these are all the different articles which we are getting it here. So try to read, just give one content and you will be getting a lot of blogs regarding that, and also scripts also they will be giving it over there. You can copy that and you can paste it, try to learn it. And one more thing, when you're coming tomorrow, I think I've told this particular part already. When you're coming tomorrow, just try to download an application and come back. So the application name is Anaconda Navigator. Just get into internet, Anaconda Navigator download. So make sure you're downloading the software into your local machine and come back tomorrow. Individual edition, click on it. This application is compatible with all the versions like Windows. It is compatible. If you're clicking on Windows, see this Windows 64-bit installer, it is available. Mac, you can download this. Linux, you can download this. So download this application and come back tomorrow and install it. Already for installation part, you can whatever the default option is selected, just click on it. It will take 5 to 10 minutes to install in local machine. In case if you face any difficulty, you're having an internet in your hand, take this as a task for today. And make sure you're downloading this application into your local machine and come back tomorrow. In case if you're not able to download any local machines because of some VPN and everything, don't worry, we are having something called as Collab. We will be working on Collab. So again, if you don't know what is Collab, that's okay. That's completely fine, not a problem. But I would expect you to, I would be working on Jupyter Notebook tomorrow. And what is that Jupyter Notebook? I will be explaining it. But make sure you're downloading this Anaconda Navigator software into your local machine and come back tomorrow. Try to take guidance from the internet to do that in case if you find it difficult. Yes, Umang, IDE, correct. PyCharm, Umang, basically how we have to choose between the IDEs tomorrow, I'll let you know, Umang. I think you should be from programming background, I think so. So G, what is the fees for 3 months course? So I'm not sure about that, G. So you can speak to the team. Maybe you can send a mail to them. They will be reverting back. I'm just a trainer with them. Any book for topic reading? Nothing, Abhijit. You can just be free. Make sure you're reading today's content. You can just come free, attend my lecture. That should be fine. No prerequisites. Only I need your time, your complete attention in the session. No homework for today. Only thing is make sure you're downloading the application and come back. Yes, just take care. Bye. So Sai Charan, after this 20 days program and assessments, can be a project opportunity? No, you can't get a project opportunity here, but because it's free. Because if it is a paid service, definitely ExcelR will take care of you. I think you got the point. It is completely free of course. You can't expect everything free here. So, Suchitra, for EC student, is it easy for to learn? I am an EC graduate, Suchitra. I am teaching you. Just think about it. So the remaining program after 20 days self-study or we will get help. That's it, Nilay. 20 days program, that's it. And maybe you will be getting some other topics for 20 days of learning. Maybe for further assistance, you have to contact ExcelR, the team. And okay, Pranav, so do you have any YouTube channel? No, Pranav, I don't have anything. I wish I will be having it in future. Sarath, LinkedIn ID, just search for John Gabriel in my name, you will be getting. Okay, let me give it. Okay, so tomorrow timing, please, the same timing, Sneha, 7 to 9 o'clock. Why we have to download it? Is it available on a Android phone? No, I believe it is available in your PCs or laptops. I don't have YouTube channel, Jonathan. Sorry. I'll be definitely doing it. Software name, Marbas, Anaconda Navigator. Let's go over then. Take care. Bye. Attendance link. Mukesh, can you once send the attendance link again? I think learners are asking that. Maybe is there any application of queuing theory in AI? If any, maybe if I know how it used in AI or machine learning. Queuing theory in AI, something new, maybe. Sorry, I'm not. When I'll read about it, queuing theory. This is something firstly I'm exploring that. Let me read about it. I am not sure about it. So which notebook we have to use download from Anaconda? So just download Anaconda Navigator, Bushra, that should be fine. I'm doing project in NLP, and which thing I have to learn first? You started doing project in NLP, then I think you're good to go, Suresh. Just try to start with the bag of words, term frequency, Stockholm frequency, word to vec. You can just look on to the roadmap which I've given. That will help you out, Suresh. Thanks, Bharat. What are the types of AI? We can't say types of AI. We can say subset of AI. That should be the right term, Mohammed. So the subsets of AI is nothing but machine learning, NLP, and everything. 1 minute. So machine learning, NLP, and deep learning concepts. Which notebook we have to download from Anaconda Navigator? Okay, I think I've answered this. Sneha, I'm not sure about the cost. Sneha, you can try to reach out to the team. Which notebook we have to download from Anaconda? I think I answered this. Queuing theory again, maybe I'm not sure about it. Which notebook? Which notebook? Okay, the same question. I think Pushra, I think one time is fine. I'll definitely look into your questions. I think you're posting it continuously. Yes, the Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator it is. So, Pavani, in this course, we will use AI. No, we are not going to get into Azure, Pavani. All right, Siddharth. Suresh, I'm doing my research in the area of NLP, which I think I've answered that thing, Suresh. Amit, if possible, please ask others not to practice with the sessions so that you can go. Okay, try. No, you can just download the 64 version. The recent version you can download, whatever you're able to see. Android mobile phones, it will never work. Yes, Anaconda 3 is it right? Yes, Abdul. Correct. So I think I've answered to all of your questions. So if in case if you're having any other questions, you can come back tomorrow. I'll be happy to answer all your questions. Hope you all had a great day with the very first session. And if you have attended the sessions already yesterday, maybe it would be painful to listen to the same lecture again. Let's come back and we can meet tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Good night. Just a minute. Bye. Bye, Abdul. Take care, everyone. And this is my LinkedIn ID. Maybe you can try to reach me out over there. Okay. Wonderful, Pavani. Great. Fine. So let me end the meeting. See you all tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Good night.